This is quadrant number one, and for quadrant number one, we will first write quadrant numbers, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. These are the fourth quadrants. Here you have to start writing a word letter, rather starting from letter C in the fourth quadrant, C, and this will be A, and in second quadrant it will become S, and finally in the third quadrant it will become a T. So the word is basically CAST, cast. This will help you to recognize that what it stands for. So in fourth quadrant, C stands for in fact cos theta, and its value will be positive in the fourth quadrant. Similarly, A stands for all, means that all trigonometric ratios are positive in this quadrant. So all ratios are positive in this quadrant. All ratios are positive. So positive means greater than 0. In quadrant number second, sign is positive. Similarly, in third quadrant, tan, tan or tangent will be positive. Now you also have to see that in first quadrant, value of angle is from 0 to 90 degree, right? So in second quadrant, we will see that in second quadrant makes 180 degree minus some angle x. For angle value is considered as 180 minus x. So reason is this, because in second quadrant angle starts from 90 plus and it finishes at 180 degrees. So all the values of the angles in second quadrant are actually 180 minus theta times. So minus theta. Similarly, for the third quadrant, same process is done in such a way that we write it as 180 degree plus theta, or theta stands for any angle x. Tan will be positive, but angles will be 180 degree, from 180 degree to 270 degree in the third quadrant. So for as well as quadrants are concerned, you can see that in quadrant number one, angle varies from 0 to 90. For quadrant number two, sign is positive and angles will be written as 180 minus x or minus angle. Similarly, in third quadrant, angle increases from 180 degree, but it remains less than 270 degree. So it is normally written as 180 plus theta plus angle, because this is greater than 180 degree. For fourth quadrant, for quadrant number 4, angles are normally written as 360 degree minus angle, because in fourth quadrant, value of angles are written as 360 degree minus x. So this is normally when the angles, because we want to find the trigonometric ratios in different quadrants, so we have to consider that cast rule, CAST, cast rule, and the arrangement of angles with respect to 180 degree. In second quadrant, it is written 180 minus some angle, and in third quadrant, it is written 180 plus angle. And for fourth quadrant, it is written as 360 degree minus some angle. If we wanted to convert all of these angle arrangements are done so that we can convert the given angle into first quadrant angles. Like I will explain with the example and the questions as well. Like if you wanted to find by taking an example, let's suppose we wanted to find right here, if let's suppose if we wanted to find, we are interested to find Suppose 10, for example, we wanted to find 10, 330. So 330 basically lies in quadrant number 4. So what will be done, that because we are not instructed to use calculator for that purpose, we should convert tan 330 as 360 minus 30 degree, and by using an identity or a formula, the formula is like, we have a formula that tangent 180 tangent 360 minus any angle x will be equals to minus time tan x. This is a formula, right? So this formula will be written as reference, and this reference will be used in the application of this question. So what we will do, that we have translated 330 into 360 minus 30. So it will become minus time tan 30, and we know the value of tan 30 from the table, that is 1 over under root 3. So you can easily find its value, that is minus time just paste it right there. So this value will be the answer of the question. So what is the point to explain that you have to use a formula reference, and then you can find the values of angles, trigonometric ratios of angles which are greater than 90 degree by using this combination of angles and reference formula. So you have to remember that the reference formula will help us to find the answers. So this is the reference formula which is written right in front of the question. So in this way, we will be solving the questions and you are going to find the answers for these values. Similarly, if we wanted to find secant 330, which is a question in the exercise as well. So you would write it as secant in terms of 360, because the angle is in fourth quadrant and we have to convert angle in fourth quadrant in terms of 360. So you will write 360 minus 30 again, because this will make 330. So, but then you have to use a reference formula again. So reference formula will be used like, let me write it first, and then I will change the reference formula so that you people can learn them as well. So reference formula for this one will be secant 360 minus 360 will always be equals to secant x. Fine. So the point is this, that I will have to write it as secant, and so I will have to write it as secant 30, and secant 30 means 1 divided by cos 30. And for cos 30, as I told you earlier, that we have to use the value from the table or orally, because we have to learn. So cos 30 will be equals to under root 3 by 2. So the final answer will become 2 divided by under root 3. So this is how you have to write the answer of the question. So by using references or formulas, we can use it. So 2 by under root 3 will be the answer of secant 330. So we have not, in fact, because we have to learn the formulae as well. So that's why we have to write these terms. Similarly, for secant 30, you are finding it like this one. And another question we share with you about the next question from the exercise. We have solved tan 330, secant 330. Similarly, if we need to find cot pi by 4, so cot pi by 4 will be written like, or it's better to use cos 2 pi by 3 or cosecant 2 pi by 3. Let's take up cosecant 2 pi by 3, the part number 6. That is cosecant secant 2 pi by 3. So pi's values will be taken from here, it will be copied, and I will write here 2 pi by 3. So because we are not used to working into radians, so what will be the first task here? That we will first convert 2 pi by 3 into degrees. So 2 pi by 3 will be actually 2 times pi by 3 is equal to 60 degree. So this will become 120 degree. So this is telling us that angle is in the second quadrant. So angle is in the second quadrant. Now you are in a comfortable position to find cosecant 2 pi by 3 is actually 120. And that means what you have to do, because 120 is in the second quadrant. So I have just explained you above that you have to write the angle in terms of 180 minus x or 180 minus theta when the angle is in the second quadrant. So once we have identified the quadrant, so you will write cosecant 180 minus 60 degree. That would make it as, now we have a formula or reference formula that will write it, that will be written as cosecant is basically, it will become cosecant 60, and cosecant 60 is in fact 1 divided by sine 60. And sine 60 value is same as we have written above. So the correct answer will be like this one. And we just have to put a reference formula here that we have used right here for second quadrant, because value of we have used reference formula, and reference formula saying that whenever we are working with second quadrant, cosecant 180 minus x will be equals to cosecant x. So this is how you can find the answer in one line. For all of these parts we were working with, it was taken as, I think, part number 6 from the exercise, and exercise number is actually 7.3, and its question number is the last one. That is question number 12. So question number 12 is in progress. So we have solved cosecant 120 degree. And now if we move ahead and if we see some other part, Like if we wanted to find cos minus 450, so how to find minus 450? So the questions which are starting from part number 7, part number 8, these are of slightly different pattern, 7 and 8. So we will work out like this one. Just let me explain you.